What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York. We are back at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn, and today we are here with the almighty Gloryhammer. Thank you all for being here.
Hello, Alex.
Yeah, it's so great to have you guys here. Legends from Beyond, the Galactic Terror Vortex is your newest record. The record sounds absolutely awesome. You just guys want to give a rundown on how the making of the record's been?
I'm impressed that you can remember the name of the album. Actually, the recording, we recorded in Scotland, in the Highlands, actually. And it was quite a dangerous adventure again. This is the third time we were there. And this time we had to fight many goblins and even some laser trolls. So I'm quite glad we're here now.
Wow. You totally William Wallace those laser trolls, right, back in Scotland.
They're the bad guys, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. What I'm curious about is I know a lot of your albums tell stories and you guys have like these concepts. Do you think of like a story for your music before you lay down music, or do you guys need to have music in order for a story to come through?
You know, it just happens. It just happens. We go on a quest and we fight there.
There's always like there's like an idea of the story, but then like it never pans out how it was originally intended. Stuff gets thrown in last minute. And but yeah, there's always like a concept there.
Yeah, the concept is getting changed over time. You know, we start planning maybe 2 years in advance.
Was it like 2 years ago or half a year ago? Or, no, a year and a half ago or whatever. Like originally it was the laser shooting dinosaur, you know what I mean, and all that kind of crap. There's nothing like that on there now.
Unfortunately. The thing was, we had the idea of a laser shooting dinosaur first, which was really cool, I thought. But then I think Chris published it on some Reddit site on the internet, and then it got picked up by another band.
Yeah,
our idea.
And they've actually just signed to our record label as well. It's like, they've literally got like song titles that, you know, like we've got one, that Victorious Eagle Warfare. They've got one called like Victorious Dinosaur Warfare and stuff. I think Napalm's trying to like spread their bets, maybe, like on who's going to do well there.
So we thought, what else could we do instead of laser shooting dinosaurs?
Well, I think we did something a lot better than fucking laser shooting dinosaurs.
We get now laser shooting dragons.
Is there even a laser shooting dragon in the whole album, or is just the song called that?
I think it's just a song.
I think it's just a song. I can't remember that.
Well, are you going to incorporate some lasers on stage tonight, or some pyro to go along with it?
You know, we were thinking about having laser gloves. Here in the USA, it's legal to have laser gloves with, I think, Class 3 lasers, but they're actually forbidden in Europe. So we decided not to do it. And also because we're a bit scared to blind someone, you know. We don't want to blind our fans.
I think like everyone in America likes to sue people, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff we don't do. Like the last time we were over here, there's a lot of stuff we don't do here that we do in Europe, because if someone got hurt doing it, we'd probably get sued. So we don't do it.
I imagine every venue you play at has to like be a different experience too, with how your stage presence is and everything, right?
It always depends how big it is, and if it's allowed to have fire on stage, you know, for example, or to fly on stage.
Yeah.
So I guess, well, I had some ideas, you know.
Last time you flew on stage?
Probably off stage, you know.
What I'm curious about is the stories that you tell in your albums. Do you try to like have the listener sort of see things from what you're telling, or can your music also still be open to interpretation?
Well, when I read all the comments on Facebook of the fans, I think there's a lot of interpretation possibilities, and I always like to create. Yeah, they're all wrong, but I like that they're so creative. I like reading them.
People have some fun ideas, but it's like this morning. You know, maybe a bit jet lagged or something. I woke up at 4 a.m. in the hotel this morning and was just like, oh fuck, I can't go back to sleep. So I just started looking through messages, and this message came through to the Gloryhammer Facebook page, and it was a guy saying, I figured it out. He went through all the songs that he liked, and he was saying like, I figured out all the little nods and like tributes you've done to whatever, and one of them he said the song Gloryhammer was a carbon copy rip-off of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme tune. I think I was in a bit of a bad mood when I woke up, because I just replied to him going, what the fuck are you on about? Like, how did you even get that? Like, I played it on YouTube to check that it hadn't accidentally happened. It was nothing like it, but like he was adamant that it was exactly the same and that we'd done it on purpose. And then he said, well, there was another one. He said that we'd ripped off, we'd like done a nod to like another cartoon or something. It's like literally at no point, at any point in this album, did we watch a cartoon and take its theme. It didn't happen.
Even though I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I loved it when I was little.
There's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed band now. Just watch, right?
I think there was, and they actually dressed up like turtles for a while. Do you remember that in the 90s when they were really big? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. There was actually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle band, and they wore the actual costumes, and they had a few songs.
That's shit.
Yeah, I've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vinyl at home. True story.
Pretty awesome.
I've just thought myself in it now because I obviously listened to that vinyl and then stole the song.
Yeah, probably did.
Yeah. No, I
Now that you
didn't. No.
Now, when you're playing live versus, in the studio making music, how different of an experience is it, bringing your music to the live presence versus bringing, recording it?
That's very different because for me, especially, I always have to figure out what to say in between the songs and how to animate the audience to be part of the Gloryhammer experience. And in the studio, just go there and sing. This was basically very focused work, and on stage it's crazy, and nobody knows, where to go at the beginning of our new songs because we never rehearse together. So we always have to figure out what to do on stage while we're on stage.
Oh, really? So there's a lot of improvising on stage.
It is, yeah.
I think most of the stuff that's become like a staple Gloryhammer thing in a show is literally something that just happened randomly one time. Someone thought it was a good idea and did it, and then it just stuck.
And mostly it's pretty bad ideas, but they work.
Yeah, bad ideas that somehow work.
The world was built on bad ideas.
Probably was, yeah.
Now, another thing is, you being Angus, I forgot the number.
Angus McFire, the 13th.
Angus McFire the 13th and Hootsman here. Are these characters extensions of yourselves, or are these characters?
Definitely are. I would say your character.
Alcoholic, barbarian bloke.
Hooting around.
Hooting, yeah, I just can't stop it.
And I'd say Sagerthrax, he's evil in the bus as well, filming everyone while we're asleep.
He's a cunt. Yeah, he's a cunt. Drink a lot.
And I'm just a good guy.
He's a good guy. Ben is a hermit, pretty much.
Sleeps under tables and everything.
Paul's evil now. He secretly hates us all, so I guess that ties in.
Every band, even if Gloryhammer or not, there's always one band that has that one member who's a complete hermit, right?
Yeah, it's our drummer. He likes to sleep on the tables or everywhere, basically, even on toilets. It's pretty cool.
Well,
Isn't this
that's
what
not
hermits do?
No, or maybe, yeah, I guess,
Probably.
but not in the company of others. Usually in like a toilet, out of the way, maybe.
That's true.
Now, have you guys, in your adventures through space, have you ever had a chance to visit planet Skumdagia, the home of Gwar?
I saw them live once. It was pretty mad. Are they still going? Because like one of the guys died, didn't he? Was it the vocalist, and then they got that woman on, but didn't they then fire her?
I'm not sure of the story.
I honestly can't remember. I've never met any of them that I'm aware of.
I just know their costumes.
They had a crazy show. I think at like one point they had like fucking Pope on stage and cut his head off or something, and it's like I stood at the front of the stage and it was just ruined my clothes,
Pretty cool.
I guess.
So before we go, I'd like to thank you guys so much for your time today. This was a great time. It's going to be an awesome show tonight. After this headlining tour, is there just anything else for this new record cycle that you would like to promote in terms of tours?
Well, right after this tour, we're returning to France to play Hellfest there. It's a big festival. And then the next day, we'll play Grasspop in Belgium, which is also a really big one. And then I'm looking forward to Wacken.
Okay.
You have heard of Wacken?
Of course.
Yeah. Who hasn't, right? And I think we'll have some new stuff going on at this festivals, but we can't tell it yet because we don't know yet.
Or you do know, you just can't announce it yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much. Everybody, Angus McFire, the 13th, and Hootsman of Gloryhammer, Legends from Beyond, the Galactic Terror Vortex. Pick that up if you haven't already. This is Alex from Heavy New York. We'll see you next time.